This is a created Word document in Microsoft Word, and I have all these text inserted into this document area. Now, do you want to learn some keyboard shortcuts which are used for editing in Microsoft Word, which can help you to edit faster, have some precision and accuracy when it comes to editing, to have a well polished created document? Then you are welcome to Banahene tutorial collections. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some keyboard shortcuts that can be used for editing your created Word document. When you get into this document area, especially in this first paragraph, when I click and have my cursor blinking, and when I try to use the backspace key on the keyboard, this deletes character by character, that is deleting a single character before the next one. And this particular editing is time consuming and also a tedious work to be done. So the best option to have this editing done, especially if you want to delete a word or two or more words in a certain paragraph, then you can use the control key and the backspace key on the keyboard, and this deletes word by word, as you can see. So this particular key deletes the entire word to the left of the cursor instead of just a single character. And this particular key we are talking about, which is the control key and the backspace key, makes editing faster because a user needs to repeatedly press the backspace key to remove letters one by one. When dealing with long documents, emails or reports, this shortcut, which is the control key and the backspace, will be a useful shortcut to be used because it saves time as compared to the pressing of the backspace key multiple times to delete a character. So this is how to use the control key and the backspace to delete word by word in a certain paragraph. Now, the next keyboard shortcut I want to share with you is the control key and the spacebar. If I triple click on this paragraph 1, 2, 3 and then move to the font group, change this to red, bold it, increase the size, and then maybe we can apply some underline style to this selected paragraph. Now these are all the formatting given to this selected paragraph. Now whilst this is selected, if I use the control key and the space bar on the keyboard, this particular key is going to remove all character of formatting level and also reset the text back to the default formatting defined by the styles group in Microsoft Word. So if I move to the home tab and get access to this styles group, I have this selected, and this is the default formatting defined by the styles group which has been given to this. So all the formatting operations that I gave to this paragraph, I use a simple keyboard shortcut to reset all this formatting back to the default. Let's try it once again. If I triple click 1, 2, 3, this is the paragraph. If I increase the size, change the font type to your preference, change the font color to any color of your choice, and then bold it. Now if this particular document is coming to my office from another colleague and I want to reset this formatting, instead of selecting and moving back to the font group to individually remove all this formatting, then the best keyboard shortcut that should be on your fingertip is the control key and the space bar. So if I triple click on this 1, 2, 3 and then use the control key and the space bar on the keyboard, this is going to reset this formatting or all the formatting given to this paragraph. Now when you look at all the formatting I gave to this particular paragraph, whilst I use a simple shortcut to reset it, still there is a particular formatting which is the alignment option given to this particular paragraph, which is justify. So when you get to the home tab in the paragraph group, we have this selected, which is called justify. So this control key and the space bar can't affect alignment options given to a selected paragraph. So I'm going to show you another keyboard shortcut that can reset the alignment option given to a selected paragraph, and that is to hold the control key and the letter Q on the keyboard. So you can see that this has reset this justify alignment option to the default alignment option in Microsoft Word, which is the align left or the left alignment. So when you move back to the paragraph group, you can see that this is currently selected. Previously we had this selected. Now we have reset this alignment option given to this paragraph and now we have the left alignment selected in the paragraph group. Also, if I select this 1 2 3, this particular paragraph is in the justified mode. When I use Ctrl Shift and the letter N on the keyboard, this also reset this alignment option given to this paragraph. Now we are not in the justify mode, rather we are in the left alignment mode. So when it comes to resetting formatting, use the Control key and the spacebar, and when it comes to resetting the alignment given to a selected paragraph, then you go for the Ctrl plus Q or Ctrl Shift and the letter N. Now the next advanced keyboard shortcut, which is also simple and also well used in document creation, is called the spacebar. Now look at this third paragraph that we have here. If I triple click 1 2 3, now if you want to learn how to select word, text or paragraph in Microsoft Word, I have a separate detailed video which I'm going to drop the link in the description below of this current video. Please check it out after watching this video and learn how to select text, paragraph or any other item in Microsoft Word. Whilst this paragraph is selected, if I press the space bar on the keyboard, this erases the selected paragraph and replace it with a space, that is a space character. So presently this selected paragraph that we had here is no more, and it has been replaced by a space in this document area. Let's assume that this is a mistake or an error or unintentional activity that occurred. Maybe your finger mistakenly pressed on the space bar. Don't be worried. When you have this done, there is a keyboard shortcut that can help you to reverse this particular action, and this key is called the ALT key and the backspace on the keyboard. So if I hold the ALT key and the backspace key, this brings back the deleted or the erased selected paragraph which was caused by the spacebar on the keyboard, and now I have my content fully shown in this document area. So you can use the spacebar to delete a text or a paragraph. That is, when you select and press the spacebar, a space is going to overwrite this selected paragraph. So this is also another shortcut you should have on your fingertip. Use them when it comes to editing of your created Word document. Another useful operation or action of the ALT key and the backspace is whilst this paragraph is selected, and let's assume that there's a bit of formatting. So let's assume that this is the formatting given to this particular paragraph. If I use the ALT key and the backspace on the keyboard, this is going to reverse or reset all the formatting, that is to reverse all the action that was given to this particular paragraph. So you can see that all the formatting that I gave to this selected paragraph has been removed or has been erased by the ALT key and the backspace on the keyboard. Now let's assume that at this point the formatting that has been reversed by the ALT key and the backspace, if I want to bring them back, I need not to go back to the font group and do all the necessary formatting. Rather, I can use the ALT key and the Shift key plus the backspace on the keyboard, and this is going to bring back all the formatting that I gave to this selected paragraph. Let's move to the next keyboard shortcut, and this shortcut is known as the Shift key and the F5 on the keyboard. Let's assume that I get to the first paragraph and delete this text, move to this paragraph, delete a text or a character, and also move to this paragraph, delete a character. Now if I get back to my document and hold the Shift key and the F5 on the keyboard, you can see that my cursor is moving. The cursor will move to all the section in my Word document which was edited or modified, because you could realize that I deleted some characters or some text in each paragraph. So if I want to quickly jump to those paragraphs, I need not to scroll up and down using the scroll bar or the scroll wheel on the mouse. Rather, I can use the Shift key and the F5, and this is going to jump to all those sections which were edited in my Word document. So if I hold the keyboard shortcut once again, you can see that the cursor is jumping to those areas. Now this shortcut is used to cycle through the last 3 edits you made in a Word document. That is the last 3. So if you have about 10 edits or editing that you made in your Word document, this particular shortcut will recall or remember the last 3 editing or the edits in your Word document and try to cycle through so that you can have other options applied to them. So as I am pressing this key, you can see that it is moving to those 3 sections or 3 editing area I made in my Word document, and this returns or move the cursor to the most recent change made in your Word document. Now when you press this repeatedly, it cycles through the last 3 places where edits occurred. So as you can see, the action is occurring. When the file is closed and open, this shortcut takes you directly to the spot where the last work was done, and this saves time from scrolling up and down in your Word document. Now we all know that when it comes to Microsoft Word documents dealing with editing and formatting, keyboard shortcuts are very useful. I have a separate video that shows you different kinds of keyboard shortcuts you can use in your Word document to help you edit, format, type, and create a well polished Word document. Please, I'm going to link that video in the description below. Please check it out after watching this particular one. Keyboard shortcuts are very efficient booster because writers, editors, and students who work on lengthy reports, essays, or manuscripts can use it for their document creation and achieve the exact result. So keyboard shortcuts are very useful. Please input them or have them when it comes to document creation. Without wasting much time, let's jump to the next keyboard shortcut. If you want to apply some heading styles to your Word document, that is when you move to the home tab, in the styles group we have some heading styles you can apply to your Word document, and heading styles helps you to create table of content. It also helps you to have easy navigation in your Word document. If you want to also learn all these things, I have a separate video that talks about this styles group and walk you through all the things that you need to know about the styles group, and I'm going to drop that video also in the description below. Please check it out. When I select this paragraph, let's move to the top. So this is a paragraph, or let's create a text above this paragraph. Now I have typed this BTC channel platform, and BTC stands for Banahene Tutorial Collections. Now if I click at the left margin of this to select this line of text, and I use the Control key, the Alt key, and the number 1 on the keyboard, this applies some heading style to this particular paragraph. And as I said earlier, when you have some heading styles given to your Word document or some text or paragraph, it allows you to have easy navigation of your created Word document, and also helps you or assists you to create a table of content. So if I move to the view tab and then choose the navigation pin, you can see that the heading style that I gave to this selected line of text has been shown in this navigation pin. So if I jump to a different page and then click on this jumps me to that page that consists of this heading style. So as I said, it helps you to have easy navigation as well. Now if I select it once again and hold Ctrl Alt and the number 2 on the keyboard, this applies another heading style, but this time around you can see that this has changed. It has tapped itself, or it has created an indented style for this particular sentence. Now if I hold Ctrl Alt and the number 3, this also gives another heading style. So all these are sub heading styles, but the first one, which is Ctrl Alt and the number 1, is the main heading style. Then we have its subsections, as you can see. So you can use Ctrl Alt number 1, number 2, and number 3 to apply some heading styles to your selected sentence or paragraph. Now in this case, when I hold Ctrl Alt and the F2 on the keyboard, this brings out the open dialog box, and this helps me to open or get in touch with an existing Word document created on my computer system. So if I have this File Explorer open, which gives me the open dialog box, I can move to the navigation pane in this area and then get to all individual locations or directories and get access to existing Word document and open it for another purpose. So we can use the escape key to cancel this window. Now if I get to my Word document and select this, choose this word that is called choose, double click 1 2, I have this word selected. If I use the control key and the insert key on the keyboard, this copies this item. Therefore when I move to this area, click and press the enter key and use the shift key and the insert key, this is going to paste the copied item. So you can see that I have the word here, shift insert, this is going to paste. So this is similar to Ctrl plus C and Ctrl plus V, whilst we all know that the Ctrl plus C is used to copy a selected item, whilst Ctrl plus V is used to paste the copied item from the clipboard of Microsoft Word. So you can also use Ctrl plus insert and also shift plus insert to perform the same action, especially if you are in a situation whereby your letter C or your letter V is not working. You can use the insert key with the addition of the control and the shift key to have your work done. So these are the underrated keyboard shortcuts. Most users do not have attention for it, but can help in editing and creating of Word documents. Apply these shortcuts and please let me know how effective it was and how efficient it is, and let me know that in the comment section. Drop your questions, drop your comments, like, share this video. Thank you and see you in the next tutorials.